A Catholic priest is among others who were kidnapped in Nigeria over the weekend. Assailants abducted Father Leo Raphael Ozigi after he celebrated Mass on Sunday. However, this is not an isolated incident, as many other Christians in Nigeria have faced attacks from Fulani Muslims. And joining me now is Lela Gilbert, fellow at the Center for Religious Freedom at the Hudson Institute and senior fellow for international religious freedom for the Family Research Council. Lela, welcome. So good to see you. Thanks so much for being with us. Can you talk to us more about those abductions that occurred over the weekend?
Well, yes, it's part of a pattern of abductions that has been going on for a very long time, and it's gotten increasingly worse in the last few months. And this is unique in that some of this is now in the Middle Belt, which wasn't so much a part of Nigeria that was under attack, but it is now. And these kidnappers are part of the Fulani the Fulani tribe, but they're radicalized Muslims, and so they're attacking Christians in order to diminish them in the population.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, of course, as you know, this was not an isolated, that is, incident. Can you talk about maybe some of the other incidents that took place?
I have reports of 50 Christians having been murdered on that same day. It's hard to tell if it was the same incident or if it was a separate one, but just days before that, there was a kidnapping of 46 other Christians on March 20th, and on the 21st, a service in Kaduna was attacked, and there were at least 25 murdered. So it's getting the numbers right is very difficult because there's no one there to really keep track of all this. These are carnage incidents, and people are scattered, and there's no real documentation for maybe sometimes weeks, but this was in the last week. And so we know it happened. There's no question. It's coming from several sources.
Yeah, it's so horrific to think about what's happening over there. For those maybe who aren't that familiar about what's taking place in Nigeria and why, can you talk about, why Christians specifically are being targeted?
Christians are targeted because when radical Islamists get involved, they want to eliminate Christians and create a state that is officially Muslim. And so they go after Christians. They also know that by kidnapping them, they can get ransoms, but the murders are real slaughters. They're yelling Allahu Akbar when they kill. We have so much record of this, and it's been going on for years. This is not new, but it's gotten worse. Secretary of State Pompeo designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. Less than a year later, the Biden administration dismissed that designation, and it's completely unexplained. And it would have helped because it would have provided sanction opportunities against leadership there. But now there's just not much anybody can do except keep reporting these horrible bloodbaths.
Yeah, and Lela, unfortunately, we're running out of time, but I'm curious, has the Nigerian government done anything to put an end to this violence? And what do you think should be done by the international community?
The international community needs to speak up because they've done virtually nothing. In fact, there's rumor that they're actually assisting, at least in turning a blind eye. They don't show up when the police are called. It looks more like they're at least turning a blind eye, and maybe even worse than that.
Well, Lela, thank you so much for your time today and talking to us about this very important subject. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Let's pray for them.
Absolutely.